What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with a little video about Mass Effect. And of course, today is in 7 Day. It's a day that we celebrate the Mass Effect series. It's kind of like an official holiday for Bioware, where they usually talk about Mass Effect and do some fun things for the community. And most of the time, they'll also release some little teasers about any games they're working on within the Mass Effect universe. And it's just kind of a fun day for Mass Effect fans where we can look back, very fondly on our adventures through the first three games. And last year in 7 Day, or the year before, they actually teased Andromeda, some of the first images of it. And now we're kind of in this span of time where we're starting to get a little bit more information about Mass Effect Andromeda finally. The game, which is probably going to come out in March of 2017, if most of the information is to be believed. And even on Amazon, they had accidentally leaked the date of one of the art books for the game as of like March, I believe, 27th. And usually those art books release at the same time the game comes out, so that a lot of people were speculating that it would be, March 27th be the release date. But we've yet to hear an official thing other than first or second quarter of 2017, so we'll have to wait and see. Now, Bioware has said today there will be a new trailer for Mass Effect Andromeda, so hopefully that's going to be kind of cool. They said it's going to shed some new light on a lot of things. There's going to be some information about characters and what's going on with it, so that's going to be really cool. I'm still kind of waiting to see how they're tying this in with the other trilogy, if they're going to have any links to it at all. And unfortunately, the book series that they had promised back in August still has not come out yet. We still haven't had any information yet, so I was really looking forward to seeing the first book, which is going to kind of talk about how they got from Mass Effect 3 to Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, something a lot of people picked up on in the trailer that we got last week was that they mentioned that Andromeda is like a 600 years in the future journey or event that they're talking about when the guy's narrating the trailer. And some people are wondering if that means it's going to take place 600 years after Mass Effect 3, and that's probably a good possibility. BioWare said they would probably mention something about that today, but in all honesty, that would not surprise me at all if that's how long it actually takes the group to get to Andromeda, because at our current level of technology, today it would take us well over 2 million years to actually travel to the Andromeda galaxy. That's even if we could go the speed of light. So hopefully they have some better technology in the Mass Effect universe at this point in time, and even then you would, cutting a journey down from 2.5 million years to 600 years would be quite the technological achievement. So that could very well be what they are talking about when they mention the 600 years there. But anyways, it should be a pretty fun and eventful in 7 Day. I'm going to be covering anything that Bioware does. If there's a new trailer, I'll most likely kind of review it and take a look at it, and definitely want to cover that for you guys and bring you any new information that we get today. So, let me know what in 7 Day means to you guys. For me, it's kind of a day just to enjoy Mass Effect and celebrate what has been such a big gaming franchise in my gaming career, quite honestly. Mass Effect came along at a time when I had gotten kind of disillusioned with games. I hadn't actually picked up the game or the series when it first came out. I was kind of late. I didn't get into Mass Effect till around 2013, 2014. And really kind of changed my mind that there still could be good games out there, and there were still companies that could make a decent, RPG and a decent game that had a lot of content where you didn't have to constantly fork out money for microtransactions and DLC that was really watered down. So I'm really looking forward to Mass Effect Andromeda. If it can give me even like 3/4 of the experience that the original trilogy did, I'm really going to probably be happy with it. I know a lot of people didn't really enjoy Mass Effect 3, but even with some of the shortcomings of that game, it's still one of my favorite games of all time, along with Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2, which are probably two of the top 5 games I've ever played. I know a lot of Mass Effect, the first game, for some reason it gets a lot of hate even today, and people will play it and say, oh, it's just so bad, and it's so clunky, and I'm like, you guys are playing a game that came out like 10 years ago, and you can't really complain about it today. At the time Mass Effect came out, it was really pretty darn awesome. So like I said, in 7 days, just a fun day for me to recall very fondly my adventures through the Mass Effect trilogy, which I've played through about 5 times now altogether. And honestly enough, it's been a different experience every time, which is what keeps me coming back to play the game. So like I said, if Bioware can even do like half or 3/4 of what they did with the original trilogy with the new game, I think it's going to be head and shoulders above a lot of the crap that's coming out today. in terms of AAA titles, and I really, really hope they get it right, because I'm so tired of AAA games just being absolute crap the last couple of years. It just seems like everything has been a huge letdown, and I really hope that Andromeda doesn't fall into this category. I really want it to be a really good game. So I'm really excited today to see what they bring out with it, with the new trailer. I'll be covering that later on, hopefully in another video. But let me know, guys. Let me know what In 7 Day means to you. Let me know what Mass Effect means to you. There's a lot of things you could talk about with Mass Effect and just the way the game is. I think it's just a great story. There's so many things you could talk about with it. It's a story about happiness and sadness and redemption, and just a lot of great things you could look into it with. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little look into In 7 Day and some of the news we'll be getting about Andromeda later on. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you again next time.